We are here at Impossible Manchester for the press launch of a fabulous new musical coming to Manchester here from September the 10th to October the 12th. We were lucky enough to speak to some of the cast and creators behind the show, simply known as And Juliet. Here we are, everybody, joined by the one and only Shakespeare and Juliet, everybody. Now, figure that out for an interview. Hey, there's not many times you can say that, is there?
Exactly.
What were you to expect from this show?
Oh, well, yeah, sure, it's turning to me. And Juliet is, we meet our show at the point when Shakespeare is deciding on how to end Romeo and Juliet.
Right.
And he's written the end of the show, and he's decided that, you know, Juliet's going to fake her death. Romeo's going to turn up without being told she's faked her death.
Yeah.
Be distraught, kill himself. She wakes up, then decides to kill herself. In his mind, that's how the story's going to end.
Yeah.
And then Anne Hathaway, Shakespeare's wife, obviously, challenges that and says, "Hold on. Why is she making this decision to kill herself when they've only known each other for 4 days?" Which, of course, is ludicrous.
Yeah.
And then we have this playful.
I'm glad somebody's finally said that.
The story is Juliet waking up and essentially choosing a second destiny, a second chance at life, a second chance at love. She goes on a whole new adventure and she meets some extraordinary people along the way. And behind the scenes, we've got William Shakespeare and Anne Hathaway who are renegotiating what this ending might be.
There's not a lot about their relationship, but there's a lot of assumptions about their relationship, good or bad. No one really knows, but in this production, they've decided that they are very much in love, and they have a relationship which is very much based on their wittiness and their little sparring jibes at each other, but it's all based with an undercurrent of love.
And the songs sound fantastic. And I think everybody's got a memory of what the song should be, or was. And now you're reintroducing them to the actual meaning and the heart behind the song, aren't you?
Exactly, and that's what I always say about, with Hit Me Baby One More Time in particular, we all know that, you know, the version that we've heard, Britney Spears, you know, really kills it on that version. But to hear it the way it's done with Bill Sherman and Dominic Falocaro, their orchestrations, when the strings come in, it just makes you think of it in a completely different way. It strips it right back. Mm-hmm. You actually draw into the words, and it makes so much sense in the story. You don't even realize how much
I was saying that when I was listening to you today.
Exactly.
It suddenly actually makes sense. It's not just a girl in a schoolgirl outfit in the locker rooms. You know what I mean? It suddenly makes sense.
And I like to think that we're a celebration of both art forms.
Yeah.
We're not a pop concert, but equally we're not like your normal new musical. We take both elements and we mix them into this really special place, where story is always the driving force, but we have these kind of pop performative elements to it as well.
What's wonderful about Bill Sherman, the arranger, the orchestrator, is you'll definitely go, oh, I know this song straight away, but he's just added some strings, or it's a slower version of a pop song that you know, and it feels very familiar, but also he's made everything fit the plot.
These songs are iconic for a reason, because the artists who originally sung them are phenomenal, and they've made these songs huge hits around the world. But there's also something really exciting about giving them to a new generation of artists. So Miriam-Teak, who grew up with these songs, and saying, and now give us your version of this song, and not feeling like they have to replicate anything, but making a connection of what that song means to them.
How are you going about choreographing this then? Because I'm guessing a lot of these songs are that fast-paced and you've got lots of dancing all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing. We have a lot of incredible dancers in the cast.
Exhausted dancing.
I mean, I think they're energized, but energized dancers. But you know, like we're definitely, like Luke said, we're starting from a place of story, but we're inspired by the sort of epic scale of a pop concert.
I mean, I'm not going to give away too much, but Shakespeare even gets his groove on a little bit.
Really?
Maybe.
Exclusive there,
Maybe,
everybody.
unless they cut me.
Yeah. And how are the... Oh, God.
Which could happen.
You couldn't really cut Shakespeare, could you?
You could cut his dancing.
Maybe he danced.
Whoa,
we would never know.
Of course he danced.
Yeah, he must have.
He must have danced. He was a lad.
Yeah.
He was a total lad.
I shake my tush a fair bit. You do probably more dancing than I do, actually.
I don't know. I move I move. I'm a strong mover. I do have a little bit of movement in this.
There is a lot of dancing there for the ensemble. It's
Oh my God!
It's
These
really
hip-hop
great.
dancers blow my head off. They
are some of the best dancers in the country.
They are
It's gonna be
amazing.
super energetic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what do we expect to see visually then on stage?
So, look, we're proud to say that we're a big, ambitious new musical. The design is epic. You know, it's. I think the producers won't mind saying that we're big budget and we're going for it. And that's why we're working so hard on getting the material right in all the workshop stages, because there's no point building a big set and then realizing that you're going to cut these moments.
The costumes look amazing.
The costumes look amazing.
Where do they lead themselves to? To the original era, or have they been kind of?
It's
Original era.
Yeah, it's
And a
kind of
Renaissance.
like a modernized take on the Renaissance period.
Right.
So I can't say too much about it, but it's exciting. It's like a merging of two completely different eras.
I mean, actually, to be fair, we've only seen mood boards. We haven't actually seen ideas, but we know that it's going to be a kind of modern take on the Renaissance period, which I love because I think it's all going to be glam and fabulous.
It will be
And I hope they wear
glam.
nice dresses.
You will.
Is Romeo in his tights?
I think he'll be in tight clothes. I can't guarantee if it's all tights or maybe leather trousers that will. Do you know what I mean? It will be like that kind of modern take.
We've seen sort of treatments and stuff of where they're going, and we've seen some.
Are
of
you
the
wearing
set
a frilly
design.
collar?
Oh, I don't know.
No?
If I am wearing a ruffle, it's going to be a sexy ruffle. So,
Really?
So, which is, I need as much sexy as I can get, if I'm honest. So,
Of course.
yeah. So hopefully it's going to be a bit trendier than
I'm hoping we're
puff
not.
sleeves and a scraped back hair and a large forehead. But
That would work. I could see that working, yeah.
I hope I'm in a corset of some sort.
yeah.
Modern day though, modern
Modern
version.
day.
Do you know what I mean? That's
so we're excited to see all
we don't
that.
know either one.
Three words that might describe the show best.
Oh, I'm going to do a hyphenated word. Contagiously joyous.
I'm going to say a crazy explosion of joy.
Joy.
That's 4 words, but
And I say, and really, really funny. It's not actually words, but they're sentences.
This show is just thrilling. I have had the best time working on it for the last 2 years, and I cannot wait for the audience to see it.
So brilliant, and we don't want to let too much out. You just have to come and see it.